Hello everyone, it is a Steven Universe episode review for Season 5, Episode 10, otherwise known as Kevin Party. And this is the end of the Dissolution arc, as I've been calling it for these past other episode reviews and then just episodes. And out of all the episodes, this is honestly my favorite. And it mostly just has to do with Kevin. I'm not saying like the whole plot revolves around him. I'm just saying that he is a big part of the story this time, kind of compared to Beach City Drift. And the last time that he was in an episode was at the end of, what was it, Alone Together, when Stevani first showed up for the first time. So yeah, let me just get this out right now. I don't know what it is, but I know a lot of people hate Kevin for just the way that he acts, the way that he talks, the way that he treats Steven and Connie, Stevani, and then just more or less everyone around him, thinking he's a big shot when he's not all that special himself, honestly, so on and so forth. But me personally, I like him. I legit do. I've never really hated Kevin. Even that video I made of, what was it, saying, oh, who's the most hated character number 2, and I did put Kevin on the list, but I myself didn't hate him. I don't know if I said that in the video or not, but yeah, I've never really hated Kevin. I legit just always thought he was just a cool character and things like that. So yeah, you know, the plot of the episode, Kevin legit actually just goes to Steven this time. Steven just doesn't find Kevin in a situation that he's already in. Kevin goes out of his way to find Steven himself, to say like, hey, I know you do that whole, like, morph thing with that other kid, so do you think you can come to my party and do that? Because there's only one other person in this world that's cooler than me, that being Stevani. And if I can get them at that party, then this party is going to be, like, the greatest thing that mankind has ever seen, even though the party wasn't really all that great, even if Stevani was there. Like, what would Stevani do at that party? They would just be there. I don't understand what he was exactly expecting. He didn't specifically say that they had to do anything as Stevani. Just says, you just have to show up. So, yeah, that's why I slightly question why they just didn't fuse at the end of the episode. But, I don't know, I'm kind of fast-forwarding here. You know, Steven's like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. And Steven does go to the party, but only for the sole fact that he found out that Connie has also been invited to the party, because Kevin knows that she's the other half of Stevani, so it's like, gotta get them together somehow and things like that to form that badass, you know, that badass fusion and things like that. You know, so Steven does show up to the party, Kevin does invite him, and basically the rest of the episode, if not the whole episode after that point, is Steven hanging out with Kevin, or in this way, it's Kevin giving advice to Steven on how to more or less be friends, or how to like get Connie back as a friend and things like that. And honestly, that's why I really like this episode. I find it a little ironic how the lie that Kevin told in the last episode he was in, saying that, oh, the reason why I act this way is because my little brother's sick, and like, I only, you know, make up this macho act just to make him feel happy and things like that. It's like, nah, that's just a big-ass lie. But in this case, he's acting like an older brother to Steven, giving him advice, telling him what to do, not to do that, and things like that, and then just everything. He may not be the best big brother and things like that, but he's acting like one, even if Steven isn't related to him in some way. That's what I really like about this. Plus, like, their personalities, they're basically like the complete opposite, so it just works well with one another. Steven and Lars hanging out, it's whatever. Steven and Ronaldo hanging out, it's worse. But in this case, Steven and Kevin, you know, a hated character, I really enjoy seeing. Like, I would love to see more episodes with Kevin and Steven in it, specifically. Hell, I would even like an episode of, like, Kevin and Connie to see how that would go. That sounds like a sitcom series, Kevin and Connie. But, yeah, that's basically how the episode goes. Steven follows Kevin's advice and things like that to try and act cool, you know, get Connie back as a friend. And it doesn't exactly work. It works to a point to get her attention, if anything, but they do talk it out and things like that, saying like, or well, at least Connie's saying that, oh, the reason why I didn't, you know, say anything is because I didn't want to talk to you, or she said something along the lines of like, I can't talk to you, but, you know, that would kind of counteract herself if she did send that text message of saying like, oh, I can't talk to you, but I just did. What do I do? So she just didn't do anything for the few weeks. So, yeah, it's a really, really fun episode, honestly. At least to me, with Kevin. I know probably some people out there probably can't stand this episode because Kevin is basically a whole part of this episode. He's basically the whole thing that drives it together and things like that. He has the party. He's the reason why Steven and Connie, you know, become friends in the first place as well. And, you know, just a little sidetrack here. Connie cut her hair and things like that. I think it's called a bob cut. So, yeah, it looks really nice. I did see a picture of it before I saw the episode, and I thought her hair was just tied up or things like that. But no, it's actually fully cut. We don't know the reason why it's cut. I don't know if, like, her mom wanted it cut, if she wanted it cut because of Steven, or if she just wanted it cut just because. Maybe we'll find out in, you know, next episode or a few episodes after that, so on and so forth. And, yeah, I really liked this episode. It was a pretty fun way to conclude the quote-unquote dissolution arc. This dissolution is no longer dissolution, except for Peridot, because, you know, Lapis isn't coming back for all we know of, or at least we don't know when she's coming back, or if she will. So, yeah, Steven and Connie, finally friends again. Fun episode. Kevin got his comeuppance at the end of the episode, like he always does, and things like that. And, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have any questions, comments, concerns, or any other discussion topics you guys want me to talk about. I'll try to answer the best I can. If you want to join any fandom for the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. Email, Twitter, all that other stuff, Patreon, description below. Have a great day, have a great night, and everything else, you know what to do.